Hi everyone, welcome to another Mobility Monday with Fired Up Fitness. I'm Lauren Whitfield. Today we're going to be working on mobility aimed at improving posture. So often poor posture is shown by forward jutting neck and then rounded forward shoulders, a little bit of a rounded upper back. That's kind of how you can see that sort of forward rounded posture. So we want to work at opening everything up, keeping our head in the right position on top of our shoulders in the right position on top of our hips, and so on. Making sure that we have good posture translates into everything that we do in our workouts and in our activities of daily living, and to reduce our risk of muscle imbalances and injuries. So 3 areas that we're going to work on. One is strengthening the neck flexors, so the muscles right behind the neck to keep the head sitting nice and tall on our shoulders and preventing that forward jutting neck. The second is to open up in the chest to keep those shoulders back. And the third is to strengthen those muscles in the mid to upper back to pull the shoulders back, so that we can have a nice tall posture. We're just working on from the waist up here. So working on the muscles in the back of the neck. Basically, you're just going to be creating a double chin. We did this exercise in the mobility video for neck mobility, so you can pop back and check on that if you want. But we're going to be working at pulling that chin back and working on strengthening the muscles in the back of the head. So keeping your chest nice and still, shoulders are still, you're pulling the chin back, and you can hear it changes my voice because I'm restricting the neck. So I'm pulling the chin back and strengthening the neck flexors. You can add a little bit more resistance to this. If you're sitting in your car waiting for the light to turn green, you can be pressing your head back into the headrest in your car. So you can just lightly rest your head against the headrest. I'm on the wall, that's also fine, or on the floor. Press your head gently into the headrest, wall, or floor to activate the muscles in the back of the neck, and then relax. So press the head back, and then relax. So you're really working at strengthening the neck flexors, the muscles right behind, right in the back of the neck, to help pull that chin, the head back, and allow it to sit nice and tall on your shoulders. The next one we're going to do is open up in the chest. Often, because we're so rounded forward on our phones, on our steering, like in the car, over our desks, the muscles in the chest get tight, so it pulls those shoulders forward. So we're going to do a bit of a mobility, a bit of a stretch to open up in the chest. So you're going to need a wall here. You're going to stand with your the front of your shoulder pressing against the wall, and start with your feet pointing towards the wall. I'm going to show you from the back. So my arm is up at shoulder height. The front of my shoulder is pressed against the wall. From here, I'm going to look away from that arm, and I'm going to start walking my feet away from the wall. So I'm getting that stretch into the chest. And just kind of come back off, and then walk your feet a little further away, always pressing, keeping the front of that shoulder in contact with the wall. And you can change the angle by bringing your arm up at about a Y degree, like a 45 degree. I guess that's not 45. Anyway, you're getting a little bit more into the armpit here by just changing the angle. So you can kind of fool around with the angle, and then just walking your feet away. Coming back, changing the angle, and walking away. That will get a nice stretch and some mobility into the chest. You'll probably feel it from the elbow down through the bicep and into the chest. So that's a really good one. You'll do the same on the other side. So just changing the angle and walking away from the wall. Last one we're going to do is called a wall angel. So this one is a deceptively difficult exercise, especially if shoulder mobility is an issue. All my clients do this exercise and it's universally hated. So it's called a wall angel. So you're standing, leaning against the wall. Your feet are about a couple of feet away from the wall, and knees are slightly bent. From here, you'll be able to feel that there's a space between where that low back is against the wall. We want to close that space. You're going to tuck the pelvis and press the lower back onto the wall. It needs to stay there. Elbows and hands come to the wall. Neck is relaxed. From here, you're going to keep low back, elbows, hands in contact with the wall as you raise your arms up the wall, just to the point where your hands, everything wants to come off the wall. So it might not be a very big move coming up, and then you're going to draw the elbows down. So basically you're drawing angel wings on the wall, keeping your neck relaxed, but you, again, low back, elbows, hands need to remain in contact with the wall at all times. So this will help to increase the mobility in the front of the shoulders, while also strengthening the muscles in between the shoulder blades to help pull those shoulders back. All right, so then we can be working on improving our posture by improving the mobility in the front of the shoulders, strengthening the back of the neck, the neck flexors, as well as the upper back. So neck, shoulders, and wall angels, 3 really great mobility exercises to help improve posture, help minimize muscle imbalances in the upper body, and reduce your risk of injury in workouts and in your daily life. So hopefully that was helpful. Thanks so much for joining me again for another Mobility Monday Live, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks so much for joining me.